Hello, my name is Sharice Owens, and this is my partner, Hannah Trent. We're going to be talking about the Squatters Food Truck marketing plan today. We make fast food meant to eat, meaning we have fresh ingredients, fresh food ready to serve, and prepare for students. Our name comes from our food being so good, you don't want to live. It's corny, but it's true. Our mission is to serve quality, delicious food with a reasonable cost for students. This is important because students deserve a great meal without their going over budget. So staying within their budget is one of our main missions, along with having great food. Our objective is for students because they deserve to have better food with the limited amount of money students have attending college. We want to provide food at a lower cost for students to allow them, or for them rather, to be able to eat more and not worried about going over budget throughout that semester or school year. We see food as the key component in keeping your brain active during the day. A lot of students don't have time to eat in the mornings, but we want to change that by getting them excited about the food we make in an easy pickup system for them to just grab and go. Our biggest goal is to not only cater to students' food needs, but extend it with healthier choices and fast food pickups. Now, entry into the market can be slightly difficult because of all the obstacles that comes with the purchasing of a truck and all the permits. Well, not really the purchasing of the truck, but the permits and hard work during the service hours. With the permits required, you have to make sure they're in order before you can even think about putting in another dollar into your advertising or marketing, anything like that. You need a food handler's permit, a location permit, and since we're going to be on campus at San Jose State University, we need a permit from them to serve on campus. And a city permit, that might be a limited supply of, because there are only a certain number that they are able to give out throughout the year. But luckily, getting a truck is one of the easiest parts in actually going through this whole process. They even have loans in place for you to get a business loan for your truck or for your business. And on getting a used truck fully equipped will actually help us really financially with everything we need on the truck to save money for us. And everybody knows when you start a business, you need to find ways to cut corners without compromising your business. Our startup financial goals are to have a normal food truck stop, but we're going to have a food application given to the students with access to our menu, our squatting times, and location. Because we plan to have a low-cost menu, it will fit into students' lunch plan at school, budgeting students, and working students on campus. We will be serving only breakfast and lunch, but within our first year of business, we expect it to grow. We expect it to grow through word of mouth and through face-to-face advertising. This would afford us to be able to expand into a catering system on campus. This is going to be able to start a delivery system that that can go to dorm rooms and fraternities or sorority houses by just using the application and having their food ready for them or delivered to them. After our 5-year goal, our financial goal, obviously we're going to make, or sooner, we plan to expand our business to other campuses while embodying our same culture on another campus, which is catering to students' food needs and cost needs. On the other hand, our non-financial goals is to give back a portion of our profits back into the school, which is very important to us because there are a lot of students struggling. It will help with books, school supplies, parking permits, and if possible, tuition fees. It's so important to give back and help students because we work hard to stay in school, and a lot of the times financial aid may not cover all the expenses or you're overqualified for it. And a lot of students are just slightly overqualified for the simplest things, or they're not in the know of certain scholarships that they can qualify for. Excuse me. Our culture is to help students have a great experience while in school with little stress as possible. And we believe it will help them succeed in not only their school and everyday life, but with a great meal that can help them throughout their entire day. Our strengths of the Squatters Food Truck is that we're going to have a small staff who's not going to have a lot of training. The prices are cheaper than other places to eat out on campus, because if you go to another burger spot, the Chinese places that's on campus, the other just ready to make sandwiches place on campus, they're pretty expensive. You could spend up to $12 just in one meal. And on a student budget, that will pretty much will have you not eating every day. It'll probably having you save a portion of the food that you already bought for later on that day or even the next day. We pride in creating innovative fast food with the freshest ingredients. That's one of the biggest things. If we have fresh ingredients, it will not only be healthier for the students, but it sends off a signal that we actually care about what we're giving you guys. We want it to be fresh. We want to be seasonal, so we won't be really getting food that's not good in that season. We have a mobile convenience because we are a food truck, and our food we already prepared through our commercial kitchen that is mandatory for us to have anyway, and it also will be prepared for ready to go to just pick up and go students. Our weaknesses is that since we're a startup, we have limited funds, and the costs rise due to cost of food, steadily rises every year or every month. Not every month, but every so often. Spartan food trucks on campus are a threat to us, and because we're going to be so many of us, then that's another weakness as well. All the downtown San Jose restaurants pose a weakness for us because how can we differentiate ourselves? The student cafe, not enough kitchen space, all the trucks to actually provide for the students what we really want to get out to them. And there's no sit down area. The opportunities that we have though in the new emerging food truck market, it can allow us to create something special, unique, and expand service lines. The young population likes things to be easily accessible, advertising technology is really advanced these days, where our marketing budget for our advertising won't be that expensive because we have all these free applications and blogs and everything, like, Facebook, Twitter. It really afford us to be able to cut that in half. And ad locations is easy once you have the money. And our threats is restriction on the food truck from legislation. Spartan food trucks, again, finding parking on campus is always hard for students. So they couldn't just go pay for a parking thing and come on us. They probably have to already be parked. People wanting to eat in rather than just grab and go, which later on we probably will fix that threat by having our system delivery and lower price alternatives, because everybody has a $5 deal. Even though our prices will be low, with big corporations, they always can lower their prices more than we can keep lowering our prices to fit student budgets, because they're already established. And now I'm going to be passing it on to Hannah, who's going to give you some more information about our company.
Thank you, Cherise. My name is Hannah Tran, and I'll be talking about the target market strategy. Our target market are the San Jose State students. San Jose State is a diverse campus that houses many nationalities from African American to Asian. To dig into the demographic, it will give us a broad range of customers to attract on campus. This allows for our California comfort food a chance to shine and get students an opportunity to fall in love with our food. The target market for Squatters Food Truck are the San Jose State students. And the ages we are looking at are from ages 20 to 24. This is the SJSU student age bar chart, and this is where we found that there's a huge range of 20 to 24 years old. This is where we will focus on. For this case, college students these days have a lifestyle of on the go, meaning they are always in a hurry on campus and they don't have time to wait around. San Jose State is also a commuter school. Based on the CSU Mentor, about 86% students live off campus and about 14% of students live on campus. There is roughly about 26,000 San Jose State students. The pie chart is split up based on how students get to campus or what transportation they take. According to the statistics, it is important for us to pay attention which students are willingly to walk to the location of where the food truck will be on campus. The students that drive, walk, skateboard, bike, or get dropped off are the main target markets that will most likely stop by our food truck. Nearly all college students are living on a small budget. Due to the rising cost of education, students are very tight on money. Many of them have part-time jobs, and they have to, they either rely on their parents for allowances or credit cards. The average types of jobs students work are as a waiter, restaurant host, residence assistant, babysitting, being a tutor, or just receiving money from their parents. College students on average spend about $1,200, and on average for their income, students receive each year roughly $14,000. So it is important to be mindful of the prices our food truck will decide, since students generally are in budget. Majority of college students spend most of their time on social media. Students are on their phone or laptops, and majority of them would use Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. Based on the statistics, 74% of college students are always using social media. The use of their time that they are on social media is where they like to post about their lifestyle and what they are doing on a daily basis. This is a great target market because students like to express where they are socializing, eating, and what they are doing on a daily basis. It is a great way to use to help promote product marketing. For our promotion strategy, social media is a great platform for promoting our startup food truck. We will be active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Hashtags are a great way to spread our brand out. Our hashtag would be hashtag Squatter Food Truck. So students who come to our food truck can use this hashtag when they take a picture or a video that they will post on their social media. A great way is to also have pictures of what we are serving and then post them also on social media so they will know and get the general idea of what we will be selling. When our food truck is set on, we are going to be focused on delivering great customer service so that students can talk about it on social media and have a positive feedback. It is important that we also focus on the comments and suggestions throughout the course because it can also help us to do any adjustments that we have not noticed. We are also going to be using discounts and coupons when we first open so that students will be drawn more to our food truck, and it's another way to have word spread out. For our price strategy, in general, food trucks sell meals relatively cheaper than foods that are sold at restaurants. Since our target market is directly towards college students, we will make sure that our prices will match the customer's need. We are going to sell at a low price point compared with other places. Since we are mobile, we have the advantage of picking spots to sell our food. We are going to use this formula, which is food costs divided by target food minus cost percentage equals our menu price. This formula will help us get the idea of how much profit we will be making based on the food we are making. We will also donate 20% of our profit to San Jose State. Our place strategy. Squatter Food Truck is marketed towards San Jose State students. And if the food truck does well, we can also expand to locals area in San Jose. Our location will be most likely on campus or by campus. Our products will already be prepared and prepped so that students do not have to wait so long for their food. Our product strategy. Squatter Food Trucks offers a simplistic food menu and have many options of service to order our food. The menu will have breakfast, lunch, and dessert. The breakfast menu will consist of a regular breakfast menu and a vegetarian menu. Same as for the lunch menu. There will be a vegetarian and a non-vegetarian offering. For our first menu, it would be the breakfast menu will consist of a standard eggs, hash browns, sausage, bacon, or have an omelet with meat, cheese, and veggies, or a sandwich that consists of a waffle with meat, cheese, veggie, dairy, or sauce. For the vegetarian breakfast, it will have the standard of eggs, hash brown, mushrooms, or an omelet with a choice of veggies and tofu, or a sandwich with veggie, cheese, dairy, and sauce. For lunch, it will be a juicy burger with a choice of French fries, and then fried chicken and sides with a house batter of regular, spicy, or sweet, and a cold sandwich and a salad. For the vegetarian, it will be cauliflower and sweet potatoes with deep fried or roasted shells of veggies, cheese, and sauce, or fried tofu and sides with mashed potatoes and veggies, or a cold sandwich and a salad. Our caramel cake, chocolate cake, peach cobbler, a choice of different types of cheesecake, which are all grab and go. Back to the product strategy. So that was our menu. So Our customer service will be up the bar. We will offer students to make orders through phone and text messages. Through text messages, they have to do it 1 hour beforehand to make an order, and by then their food will be ready for them to grab and go. Another is just ordering at the food truck on campus. We will make sure students have different options to order their food since students are always in a hurry. Our food will be all fresh ingredients that are purchased from food vendors. Therefore, for our product strategy, we have a lot of options and we want to make sure students can pick and choose what they want, whether it be how they want to be serviced and what they want to pick from our menu. And that is our presentation.